Hi, welcome back. This is Mr. Tipton, and today we are talking about scientific notation. Scientific notation it's a kind of shorthand. It's a more convenient, it's an easier way to write really big, really long numbers, but also really small numbers, decimals, fractions. It's another way of writing large and small numbers. All right, first let's talk about standard form. Standard form is, well, an example is 5,300. That's how you're used to seeing numbers. Most numbers are already written in standard form. A number that's written in scientific notation has two parts to it. The first part of a number in scientific notation must be a number that's at least 1 but less than 10. Okay, first part, it's got to be at least 1, but less than 10. And then the second part is a number multiplied by a power of 10. Okay, so an example would just be, well, here, I'll actually use 5,300. If my pen will work. 5.3 times 10 to the third power. The first part is at least 1. 5.3 is at least 1, but it's less than 10. And the second part is being multiplied by a power of 10. Here I have 10 to the third. Okay, so actually, this and this are the same thing. They're just written two different ways. Let's look at some more together. All right. Write in scientific notation. Starting out with 1,000,000. What we need to do first is make sure we know where the decimal point is, and in whole numbers like this, it's usually at the end on the right. We have to move the decimal so that it makes a number that's at least 1 but less than 10. Okay, so I'm going to move it once, twice, 3 times, so I've got 1,000 now. I got to keep going. 4, 5, 6. That decimal point needs to go right there between the 1 and the 0. And how many times did I move it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my power of 10. 1,000,000 written in scientific notation is 1 times 10 to the 6th power. Here's another. The decimal point's on the right, and it's going to have to be moved 1, 2, 3, 4 times so that we get a number that's at least 1 but less than 10. So we have 1.74. I'm going to include all of the non-zero digits. And I had to move that decimal, how many times was it? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Times 10 to the 4th power. Again, this is standard form on the left, scientific notation on the right. Okay? It's a different way of writing really large numbers and also really small numbers. Our decimal points here, we still have to make this a number that's at least 1 but less than 10, but this time we're going to be moving the decimal to the right. 2.7 times 10 to the, how many times did we move it? 1, 2, 3, 4, but hang on, it's not 10 to the 4th. We're dealing with very small numbers here, 0.00027. Okay, times 4 times 10 to the 4th, that would give us a big number like 270,000. It's actually the negative 4th because we're dealing with small numbers. Remember, negative exponents do not mean negative numbers. They mean numbers that are less than 1. Here's another one. 1, 2, 3 times that decimal has to be moved. Our first part is 9.12. That's at least 1, but less than 10. Times 10 to the... moved it 3 times, but it's -3. Negative third power. Okay, so be careful with those small numbers. Make sure we've got negative exponents. Here we're going the opposite direction. We are given some numbers in scientific notation and we're asked to put them into standard form. No problem. 1.5 times 10 to the third means I'm going to move the decimal 1, 2, 3 times. And then I'll go back and fill in the zeros that I need. Please be careful. 10 to the third power does not mean that I just stick 3 zeros on the end of it. What it means is that decimal is being moved 3 times. Okay? If I just put 3 zeros on the end, it would be 15,000. That's too much. That's not the same thing. It's 3 decimal point moves. Okay, same deal here. 4.01 times 10 to the fourth. 4.01, and it's going to get moved 1, 2, 3, 4 times. It does not mean put 4 zeros on it. Don't do that. Move the decimal 4 times to the right. And what do we have there? 40,100. Okay, positive exponents make big numbers. Negative exponents are going to make small numbers. Not negative, just small, less than 1. Alright, 6.3 times 10 to the negative third means I'm going left 3 times. Then I'll go back and fill in my placeholders. 0.0063 and 8.075 to the negative fourth, going back 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Need 3 0 placeholders. So this is the same as 0.0008075. Okay, scientific notation is all about using powers of 10 to write very large numbers and very small numbers in a different way. Okay, please be careful paying attention to positive exponents versus negative exponents and which way that decimal needs to go. If you have questions, write them down, and we'll see you soon.